Yo! Right, first of all, I got to apologise. When I started this project, yeah, I didn't want to write a script. I still haven't written a script, so yeah. But I said you can pull landscape materials from other maps, from the map file itself. Technically this is true, but there is a lot of hardship involved in getting it out and actually working. Everything inside of a material is referenced. So if I come to this material, open it up, this texture here has a reference to a package. So if I come here, it's referenced to the nature package. In some maps like Fields, Islands, Gold Rush, some of these textures are referenced to the map package themselves. So what you have to do is make a copy of them into your own package, then re-reference them to the material and or the material instance. So I'll be showing you how to do that later on, probably later on in this episode. But other than that, no, I won't be showing you in this episode actually, because I've got something else planned. But yeah, you have to re-reference it. So basically, find the thing, create a copy into your own package, press OK, go to it, come here, click that little button, and that texture should be re-referenced to where you saved it. So yeah. Anyway, enough about that. First of all, I want to fix this. I want a new mud material. So that mud is just too damn dark. Let's come here, go to textures. I haven't decided what I'm going to use, except for I'm going to use this. So because these are parameters and they've been named the same, all I have to do is change one and it will change both of them, which is a awesome thing. I also want to take the height blend off the sand, because that's what's making that funky line. I could keep it, but I'm not going to. I also have to do the same for the normal map. So sand alpha, and I need to change this this normal map. So let's just find that will do. Click that. I can change these on the fly later with the material instance. So we can see this really harsh line. If I click on this, wait a few seconds, it should change this material and change this, or change this texture, and yeah, there we go. It blends much nicely now, much more. It blends much better now. It's a nicer blend. Some parts are a bit crappy, which I can feather out later. Next thing I want to do is the rock. Right, I'm actually going to steal a rock texture from a different map, but luckily it isn't referenced to the map. So if I just type in rock, go to material, I believe it's in the center, but you can use any of these, it's all good. Where are you? I do believe it's this one. Yeah, it's just that one. It's a nice grey with like a moss on it. We can change things up later if we really need to. Oh god, that's crappy, isn't it? And that's just a luminous. I'm not really digging the sand one, even though the sand one's really cool because it has the sand blend on top. But yeah, there are some really funky ones in here already. But we'll be using this one. So I got this selected, but instead of like dragging them onto all of the rocks that I have in the level, just click on a rock, right click it, go to select, and go to select this class, select matching static mesh this class. This works for pretty much everything except for lights. I do. Oh no, it doesn't work for lights as well. There's certain things it doesn't actually work for. You'll find that out when you try it. So we have all this selected. I'm going to hit F4, but you can also use view and actor properties here. So on here, right, because I've put one here, I can't actually add a new material. By the way, materials in static mesh actor, components, rendering, and here. This little double bracket button removes all after applied materials, because the mesh itself actually has material applied to it within the mesh editor. So yeah, we're just gonna hit this little green cross thing, this little green arrow. As long as we have our material selected, it should automatically go in. And there we go, we have all of them sorted, including our master rock. Again, the master rock is there for a reason. Right. Apparently this doesn't have shutter effect. Use with... No, it doesn't have screen doors. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to make a copy of this. So we're going to make a copy, create a copy, MV custom tutorial. It's going to go into mats, and I'm going to name it the same thing. Simple as. I'm doing this because I need to change this material. It's the only reason I'm making a copy of it. And I don't want to make a copy of... I don't want to change a different package because it will ruin the game. It will... Basically, you won't be able to go into the game. Go into a server, should I say. So what I'm going to do is come down to usages. If I just click on anywhere except for these, just click on here. Go down to usage. And we can use with static lights, landscapes and whatnot. But we want to use screen door fade. I'll show you exactly what this does. If we come back, you can see all this popping happening on the rocks. Now if I enable this, it will basically, well, it should. It will if yeah. Okay, we'll be able to see it here. You can see that happening there. It still pops a little bit, but it isn't as bad. So again, I have to select all, this class, F4, put that there. Now they all screen door. The popping isn't as bad. Once I build lights, it shouldn't be as bad again. So I want to find this material now. This material is going to be extremely handy, and I need, yes, I'm going to need to copy all of this. To get a box select, it's Control and Alt. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to copy it. I'm going to minimize that because I'm going to need it again. I'm going to come to my landscape material, and I'm going to Control V. Right, it should pop in exactly the same place as it was in the other material. So I'm going to move this over a bit, and I'm going to bring this and flop it into that. In fact, I'm just going to go like that. That basically gets rid of this entire rock texture that I had. Right, now here's the funny part, right? What I just selected has other things that come off it, so I need to find where these are, and so one came here. This was a normal, so I'm just gonna take from the stone normal which was there, and what I really should do is just take this entire normal part by here, but I can't really be asked at the moment. Diffused, I don't need that. And that's it really, I don't need anything else. So now this rock should look pretty much the same as this rock here. I'm going to have to tweak it. I know for a fact I'm going to have to tweak it. And I'm going to have to remove a texture. And don't worry about this. This will be sorted in beta 4. As I said, this is a very, very preliminary version. So what we're going to do, we're actually going to take this here. Oops. Control, 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 control. I'm going to come over here and I'm just going to do that. Basically all this here I don't really care about because this is just trying to make a mask. So it doesn't really matter all that much. It's not until it comes here that the colour starts changing. And there we go. All blend quite nicely. Well, if I up that, and that's fine. These materials blending quite nicely now. So what we're going to do is close that, we don't need that no more. I'm going to paint some more stuff. So we're just going to go to our rock texture, and I'm going to bring all this down, and just around the rocks I am going to paint this. This is primarily because just having rock against dirt and there's no blend or anything, it just doesn't seem right. I might have to bring the texture down a bit, thinking about this. Yeah, I'm gonna have to bring the texture down. It's a bit too big. And we're just going to paint around. What I'll do this for now, but when I get all the rocks in I'll just go around again, doing a quick paint. Just makes it look all nicey nice. And what we'll actually do to make this look a little bit better is give it a little blend. So what we'll do, we'll come not on there, that's the wrong thing. Come from here. We'll also bring down this this green texture a little bit, which comes from where? Let me have a look. From here. So instead of this text coord, we'll put in a terrain coord because they do act differently. And yeah, I'm going to be adding a few of these in as well. This here, well, that should actually be just 2. This here is it acts as the multiplier for the scaling. So any scaling that we do, we can do in a mech, a material instant constant. So what else did I want to do? Oh yeah, height blend on the rock itself. So let's add that, and whoops, woo, and we'll just take it from here, and again on here, height blend, and we'll do that. Get rid of that, press OK, and we'll see what happens. Alright, we're getting some black in here because the height is trying to fight. You can fix that usually by just adding more around it. Or adding a base. Usually I would use rock as a base, then have something else fighting it. So you see it over here. Probably what I'll do is have I'll take the blend off the dirt and add the blend to the grass instead, because I still have to add a grass texture. But this sand looks alright, but I wouldn't use it all the time, but there's a job for now. So yeah, that is blending your landscape with your materials. So I said I'll probably take the blend off the dirt and just add it to the grass. So have a blend, non-blend, blend, non-blend, so they don't interfere with each other. But yeah, it's coming along. Probably what I'll do is off camera I'll add a load of rocks, because I don't feel comfortable adding rocks in on camera. It's just really boring. Again, this here, I'm not exactly sure I'm going to do with any of this. I may just fill it in with stuff. I did say I wanted a tunnel system, so I'll probably do that. Like a Y tunnel system over here. Oops, I may even add a tunnel system. Pardon me, over here, and add a silo and a giant cave or something. Don't know. I may even add a giant cave for vehicles. See what we actually do. But that's going to be it for this episode. Next episode I'm actually making right now because I have a bit of time. And we'll probably add well, we'll add the grass and maybe the water. I don't know yet. I'll catch you then. Ta.